Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. A wonderful day to all of you. Welcome to the Institute of Global Professionals. Thank you for joining us to another live session of free international webinar here in IGP. My lovely audience, I am Marbeth from the Philippines, and I am honored to be your host of the day. I'm so glad to be with you once again in this virtual event. I hope that everyone will stay with us until the end of the program because we have a lot of things in store for you today. Here in IGP webinars, you do not just listen to our speaker, but we encourage your participation and engagement through our quiz competition and the Q&A part of the program. In our quiz competition, the top 10 participants will receive the quiz completion certificate that is right after the event. This will be posted in IGP's official Facebook page. Then it will be ready for you to download. And the Q&A part will follow after the quiz competition, where everyone will have the opportunity to interact with our speaker by sending in your questions in the comments section. During our live session, there will be questions that will pop up on your screen. These allow you to engage and share your opinion about the topic being discussed or even the topic that has been discussed in our previous webinars. Simply send your idea in the comment section below. Every day during our live session, we award certificate of lifetime membership to the most active and consistent participant. So what are you waiting for? Share our live event to your friends and to your community. Send comments and feedback in the comment section. Who knows, you could be the next recipient of IGP's certificate of lifetime membership. Take note that each certificate soft copy will be provided to all the active participants. In the latter part of the program, I will give you the certification code together with the certification process and how you can generate or auto-download your e-certificate. With this, everybody is encouraged to stay with us until the end of the program because a lot of exciting things awaits us today. I am sure that all of us will have many e-takeaways and payoffs from this webinar, only from IGP. I'm proud to inform you that every day many new participants are joining with us. I would like to welcome all of you, the new participants, to IGP's global family. With this, I am compelled to give you a little background about IGP. The Institute of Global Professionals serves as student and community resource, providing holistic social work and education to create a proficient generation. We make it able to use for every knowledge seekers to originate personality which is more ambitious and more confident in facing any circumstance and develop their own skills. We believe that it's not effective to increase one's skill by just acquiring formal education. So we provide trainings and consultations to generate a proficient generation through webinars, trainings, offline and online courses with the best and highly trained coaches and speakers from all across the globe so that we can cater you with the best learning platform. I'm proud to inform you that IGP is an ISO certified training and education institute. We are entrusted with international recognition. We are globally accredited. IGP is your trusted platform to learn new things from the global leading leaders. IGP is the leading online skill development institution with thousands of learners worldwide. Our mission is to empower people and enhance their skills through webinars. Most importantly, we are committed to serve. We wish that you remain with us in this endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to be associated with ITP as a global member. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the Institute of Global Professionals Free International Webinar. Once, once again, I am Marbeth, a core volunteer of ITP from the Philippines. And I am so privileged to host today's webinar. With this, I would like to say let's watch together and learn together. We believe that the power is gained by sharing knowledge, not by hoarding it. And as of this afternoon, we have already completed 807 webinars in various topics of your interest. All of these are available in our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Again, that is www.eduigp.com. Feel free to access them anytime. You may also check all recorded webinars anytime on our Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. We expect that all of you are getting a little bit benefited both in your personal and professional life. From time to time, you may like, share, tag your friends, and write comments. Share us how IGP is being helpful to you both in your personal and professional development. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. Make sure to click the bell button below to be notified with our live streaming every day. Please support us by spreading the news about IGP's pre-international webinar to your friends. Thank you so much. And before proceeding to our program proper, please allow me to greet some of our active participants, both in YouTube channel live streaming and in FB Live. Okay, hello and greetings to the following. Let me see who's the early bird today. Our early bird today is none other than Ma'am Evelyn Waperi. Hello, Ma'am Evelyn. Followed by Janice Ganosa Abrasaldo. And then hello to Aben Garland. Hello, sir. And also to Gloria. Hello to Janice Ganoza. Musa Nimal. Hi to Nancy Gidan. Hello, Christine Dantes. Ginarin Villar is with us today. Tweety May Cabulio. Val Carlo Cruz. Jerry Miko Niao. Raquel Robinson Smith. Ayashut Dagoy. I hope I pronounced that properly. Mohammed Abed is with us. Gerald Miko Jabiniao. Gurgi Damas Kabig. Siti Aisa. Gemma Benalada is with us. Nur Faisam Monadi. Thank you so much, Guni Damas Kabig, for tagging your friends. Ana May Lamayo, Flomi Salvejo is with us. We have so many participants today. Oh, I wish I could read all your names. I wish I could greet all of you, but I have to proceed with the presentation. So greetings to all of you. Hello to all of you. Happy watching, everyone. And also, before I call the speaker today, my dear audience, I want to request everyone to please use your magic pointy to click the share button below. At the same time, at the count of 3, can we do that? Let's click the share button. 1, 2, 3. Well, I hope you did. Did you do it? Great. Let me see your response in the comment section. Did you share our live event to your friends? Did you click the share button? Thank you so much for those who did. Thank you for sharing our live event. And without further ado, let's start the program with the IGP's mantra. Feed your skills. Innovate, inspire, impact. For today, we are presenting webinar number 808. Thank you, Sir Isaiah Kiyangwi, for mentioning me in the comment section. And thank you for tagging so many friends in the comment section. Thank you, Sir Alan Butas, for your assistance in the comment section. Just like what I am saying, we are presenting webinar number 808 on developing leadership creativity. Our resource speaker for today is a local organization president of Junior Chamber International Cagayan de Oro Incorporated. He is also a USA certified neuro-linguistic programming practitioner. His leadership and personal growth coach, Build Success, resource speaker, 9,000 events management solution, district builder, and Peace Northern Mindanao, AIA Philippines, Great Achievers and Financial Advisor. I'd like to, at this juncture, I would like to invite on screen our keynote speaker. Let's welcome him with virtual round of applause, Coach Aben Garland from the Philippines. Hello, sir.
Good evening, everyone, and I'm happy to be here. Hi, ma'am. Glad to see you.
Yes, we
Yes,
are
and of,
so happy to have you here in IDP today.
yes, and it's so good to be back. My last talk was last January, and yeah, we are here right again to meet all of our learners in IGP.
Yes, so we can't wait any longer. The time is yours.
Sure, thank you so much. And to all the viewers right now, we want to thank you and honor you and congratulate you for being with us today. And once again, this is Coach Aben Garlan. I know that you are all excited to learn today in our session. And I've heard from Miss Marbeth that it is our 808th webinar here in IGP. So, welcome all of you. Welcome to all of you. And before I proceed with our talk proper, with our webinar, I'd like to know first, where are you watching from? Can you type your country in the comment section? I know that we are live on Facebook and also in YouTube. And so, yes, please do so. Right now, I'm monitoring our comments here on Facebook page. So please let me know, where are you watching from? And of course, I will mention some of the countries here. And as I see it, uh, Thinly Sidron, I hope I pronounce it right, from Bhutan, amazing. Buddha Kumar Karki from Nepal. Wow, thank you so much. And of course, my friend Runji Kabig from the Philippines, from JCI Cagayan de Oro. Thank you so much. We have a lot of people watching from the Philippines. Amazing. And so great to see you. And I can see someone, Facebook user, watching from Jamaica. Thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, I'm excited to be with you for the next about 1 hour and 40 minutes so that we can learn together when it comes to developing our leadership creativity. There you go. And please continue tagging in your friends. And of course, I'd like to see you being noisy at the comment section, okay? So we can see a lot of viewers, learners from different countries. I'm so happy to see all of you. And let me ask you, what is your profession? What are you doing? Are you a student? Are you a teacher? What is your profession? Maybe you are an entrepreneur. Please let me know also in the comment section so that I would know who my audience is. Okay? So please type that there. If you are a banker, please do so. If you are a financial advisor, just like me, please let me know. Many people here, many viewers, I believe, are also professors or teachers. Please let me know. Or maybe you are a student. Please let me know at the comment section. Okay. And I don't want to proceed without seeing your comment here at the comment section. Okay. So please type in your profession here and I will check. Okay. Your replies. Sir Alan Brutas, public school teacher and a tutor. Amazing. And credit staff from my friend, Jeril Habiniao from JCI Cagayan de Oro. Hello, thank you so much. John Michael Sabilinia, also my friend. I brought a lot of friends here from JCI Cagayan de Oro as well. Government employee, Lingkod Bayan in the city of Cagayan de Oro. Miss Nancy said, I'm a MAEM student. What is MAEM? Please let me know. Johnny says, a student teacher here. Wow, amazing. Wow. Puncho Wangdi senior teacher. Wonderful. Buddha Kumar Karki is a government service. Wow, thank you so much. So another one, Miss Enelita Villanueva, public school teacher from CDO as well. Wow, thank you so much for joining and welcome here in this session. So, uh, enough knowing about you. We will get to know each other more along the way in this webinar. But right now, I'd like to proceed to our topic, developing leadership creativity. And I believe that you are here right now because you are excited to be more creative in life and also in your leadership um, functions and positions, correct? So, if you are excited, can you give me one? Type one in the comment section, 111, okay? And as you do that, let me read. Thinly Cedron is a teacher. Nancy is, okay, Master of Arts in Educational Management student. Okay. Thank you so much. Please type one if you are excited. Yan. There you go. Woo, wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. When it comes to developing our leadership creativity, the question is, are we really creative? Right? And how creative are we? Where can we go? We are talking about going beyond the limits. And this talk is, of course, a joint effort by IGP and, of course, by JCI Cagayan de Oro and my training firm, Build Success. And so let me ask you this. As a leader, and I believe that you watching right now, you consider yourself as a leader, maybe in your organization, in your team, in your family, in your company. As a leader, have you ever thought about the expectations your profession, industry, or organization place on you? What are the expectations of other people from you as a leader? I'd like you to think about this question. And as you do that, there will be questions in in the in this slide. You may answer as well. Okay, so you can see some questions there on the screen. And then another one is this: when it comes to performing your job, even your studies in the family, are you supposed to maintain the course, or are you supposed to change direction? Or do you have to get out of the box or blow up the box, right? So, when it comes to leading your team or even leading yourself, you have to ask such questions like this. So, my goal for you is to think abundance, not just to maintain what's going on in your life, but to create something new, right? Can you say abundance, abundance, abundance? Okay. We want to have that mindset of abundance, right? Do you want to break barriers in your life? Maybe in your finances. Do you want to go beyond what you are receiving right now, what you are earning right now? Maybe when it comes to relationships, do you want to just have a plateau type of relationship, or do you want to give your best? Do you want to have an amazing set of relationships in your life? Do you want to break barriers? Maybe in your in your business, where are you right now in terms of not only in income but in serving your customers? Do you want to break barriers? In leading your organization, maybe you are a volunteer. Do you want to break barriers? Let me introduce myself a bit. And as I have mentioned, this talk is a partnership between IGP, Build Success, and GCI Cagayan de Oro. Just a little bit of myself after knowing who my audience is. As what our hosts have mentioned, I am the 2022 local organization president of GCI Cagayan de Oro Inc. So shout out to all my Oro brothers who are here watching right now, and for those who are going to watch later on our post live na posting. So yes, JCI Cagayan de Oro or Junior Chamber International is a non-profit leadership organization, and I lead here in this chapter JCI Cagayan de Oro. I'm also a USA certified neurolinguistic programming practitioner, and NLP is about dealing with your subconscious mind to reach what you want to achieve. Okay. And I'm also a leadership and personal growth coach in Build Success, and I am a resource speaker in 9,000 events management solutions. We give corporate trainings, team building in different companies and government agencies here in my city and outside as well. I'm also a district builder or the head servant and preacher and pastor of our Catholic community called the Feast Northern Mindanao and the Feast Cagayan de Oro. And just recently, I passed the licensure exam. I'm now a financial advisor under AIA Philippines, or formerly PhilAm Life, under the Great Achievers Unit. So, so much about myself. Let me proceed to this statement. Do you believe in what Vince Lombardi said? That joy is in creating, not maintaining. Would you agree that you find the greatest joy when you become creative, meaning you go beyond the limits and not just maintaining what you have and what you are doing right now? Yes or yes? Can you type yes in the comment section? Okay. Type yes, yes, yes. Okay. So, whew, I'm really, really excited. And what I I I want to happen in this session is that after this webinar, you will be able to shift your mindset from just maintaining, okay, maintaining what you have, what you do, to creating, meaning to say to have an abundance shift. And this is our one big message for today: shift to abundance mindset. I'd like to repeat: shift to abundance mindset. Can you type abundance in the comment section? Abundance, abundance, abundance. Who among you wants to have abundance in finances, in funds, right? Who among you wants to have an abundance in relationships? Who among you wants to have an abundance in love life with your significant other, correct? And who among you wants to have an abundance in your job, in your business, in your service, right? We want that. Do you want to have an abundance of opportunities in life? Of course, we want that abundance. That is why we need to have that shift, abundance to or shift to abundance mindset. So, let me ask you this. Uh, what zone are you in when it comes to your abundance mindset, or maybe scarcity mindset? Where are you right now? Let me share you this story. When I started my career, first job many years ago, don't ask for the year, okay? Because you will be able to count my age. By the way, I'm turning, okay, I will now reveal my age, okay? Because I want to share this to you that I will turn 40 by next week, September 13, next Tuesday, okay? So, but I believe that you will agree with me that I don't look like 40. Maybe I look like age 39 and 360 days old. But anyway, talking back, going back to my story, I think it was 18 years ago when I started working in one of the top fashion leading brands here in the Philippines as a store sales manager, first job. I had no idea how to lead a team, how to manage the store. And when I started working, I was in this stage, the maintaining stage. It was like what I know or what I have learned from our training, I will apply. What I have I have acquired coming from the different teachings from my mentors and my coaches and my boss, I will apply. But of course, during those moments, that I am just trying to learn the ropes of doing my or performing my function, of course, my results are just minimum. Perhaps maintaining this kind of sales each and every month. But along the way, I realized something, and I heard this from someone, and I want to share this with you. We, I, you and I, we as leaders, we are not like shepherds. I'd like to give this analogy. Leaders are like ranchers. What are the differences between a shepherd and a rancher? A shepherd just protects and maintains his sheep. Are you with me? The flock. He just maintain it, protect it from uh, the predators, perhaps lions or bears. That is the function of a shepherd. However, a rancher has a different function. Imagine a vast land with a lot of sheep, goat, cow, etc. And a rancher does this. While shepherds are maintainers who care for the sheep that they already have, ranchers are leaders who pioneer new ideas and build. They multiply what they have. Can you type in the comment section multiply, multiply, multiply? Okay. So I have to make a shift if I want to prosper in my job. So going back to my story, as a store sales manager, I had to read books. John Maxwell, my favorite leader and book author. And then I look for other leadership books, and I I listen to my boss and his inspirational teachings apart from sales strategies so that I will be better. Correct? Can you relate with me that at a certain point in our life, we need to shift from just maintaining what we have, right, to grow and go beyond the limits? Correct? So again, my question for you is this. Let me share. What zone are you in right now? You know what? It's very difficult to stay in the maintaining phase. So here are the zones, and along with it are the attitudes of the different statements that represents these zones. Are you ready? Type ready if you are. Okay. Four zones in life. And let me ask you, where are you right now? Number one, the coasting zone. The statement of these people who are in the coasting zone is, I do as little as possible. I do as little as possible. Now, the second zone is this, and I know that you are familiar with this term, the comfort zone. You have heard this. And the usual statement is, I do what I have always done. The third one is the challenge zone. The statement is, I attempt to do what I haven't done before. Wow. Okay. So, let me ask you, which one do you prefer? Of course, we don't want to stay in the coasting zone, correct? But between comfort zone and challenge zone, where do you want to stay? Can you type one if you want to be in the challenge zone? Type one, one, one. Okay. And I want to see if you are still engaging in the comment section, because I have heard for those active participants, you will receive an award or certificate perhaps. Okay. Can you type one in the comment section? Okay. So, yes, we want to be in the challenge zone. We want to face new challenges in our life, correct? And we attempt to do what we haven't done before. However, there is this fourth zone that I want you to be in. And what is this fourth zone? The fourth zone is the creative zone. So, the fourth zone is this: I attempt to think what I have never thought before. You already have some ideas, but you need to believe that there are a lot of ideas out there that you can still imagine, right? So, my question for you, in these four zones, to which area do you naturally gravitate? Do you tend to live in the coasting zone, casually, even passively, doing just as little as possible? Or do you tend to stay in the comfort zone, wherein you try to avoid risk? Or maybe you connect to the challenge zone, where you try new things and willing to risk failure? Or maybe you want to stretch further, the farthest possible, by living in the creative zone, wherein you explore new ideas, seek out other perspectives, and cross bridges in your imagination long before you physically reach them. Wow, amazing. If you choose the fourth one, creative zone, thank you so much and congratulations. The good news is that we have the ability to choose a different zone from our natural zone. And I recommend you, of course, to choose the fourth one, which is the creative zone, because it is where we experience abundance and we expand our potential. If you want to take your leadership role to a higher level, you need to make that decision, that leader shift from maintaining to creating, and try to live in the creative zone. That is why you need to have an abundance mindset. This, by the way, this creative zone is inspired by my favorite leadership guru, who is John Maxwell. Okay. So, if you decide to be in the creative zone, by the way, can you type 4 if you want to be in the creative zone? Type 4 in the comment section. Okay? And I'd like to see your response. Do you want to be in the creative zone? Type 4. Yes. If you want to have an abundance mindset, type 4. Now, let me continue. Thank you so much. 444. Sheila May Kabig Dolmike, she said 4. Wonderful. Alan Lopez Lim, hi, brother. Thank you so much for tuning in. He said 4. Janice Abrasaldo, he typed 4. My brother and my unit manager in AIA, Arnold Garland, he said 4. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Okay, so I think I brought the entire town here in this webinar. Anyway, next phase is this. If you want to be in the creative zone, and sometimes we are naturally in our what do you call this? Maybe comfort zone, maybe challenge zone, or maybe the first zone, which is the coasting zone. We need to remove these mental blocks that you that keep you out of the creative zone. Okay, so I will share with you several mental blocks before we proceed to how to be more creative as a leader, as a person. I will share with you 7 mental blocks that keep you out of the creative zone, and I know that you are ready. So the process should start from within. The process of being in the creative zone should start from the inside out, okay? By removing these mental blocks that I will share with you. So, this comes from the book A Walk on the Side of the Head. And I will share with you some of these mental blocks, okay? First is this. Mental block number 1 is find the right answer. We need to understand that it's wrong to believe that there is only one right answer to any question. right? Because there are always other solutions to our problems or answers. There are other answers for us to achieve a certain goal, correct? If you know one strategy, there could be other strategies possible. Do you agree with me? Yes? So if we believe that they are there and we're willing to look for them, we will find these solutions. Correct? That's mental block number 1. Let's proceed to number 2. Mental block number 2 is this. That's not logical. Have you heard of people saying that you're dreaming something big, a big plan for your team, for your company, maybe for your group or organization, and then someone said, that's not possible, that's not logical, correct? But listen to this. Albert Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Why? Because knowledge is limited and imagination encircles the world. So, if you want to go beyond the limits, if you want to be more creative, you have to think of the possibilities, even it seems so illogical. Why? Because we are creating something that we haven't done before. Yes or yes? Okay? So we need to be willing to take leaps that logic can't. Okay? That is mental block number 2. Now, mental block number 3 is this. By the way, as I continue to give this webinar, I'd like you to perhaps grab your journal, pen and paper, and still or catch up with your notes taking. Okay? So that whatever idea, inspiration, or takeaway that you may have, you can, of course, save it by writing it. Maybe if you are more techy, you can save it in your notes. Okay? So, going back, mental block number 3, follow the rules. I've always loved this quote from Thomas Edison. There ain't no rules around here. We are trying to accomplish something. So, my dear friend, dear IGP learners, students, if you want to do something new, listen to this. The most revolutionary ideas have been disruptive violations of set rules. Okay? Are you following? So there are some rules that you can bend or not follow so that you can have creative ideas and execution. Okay? That's mental block number 3. Let's continue with mental block number 4, which is avoid ambiguity. Do you believe that life is complex? Right now, when the pandemic came, the economists call our situation, our era, as VUCA, meaning volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Why? Because we don't know, we do not have the solution yet to combat COVID. During that time, 2020 and 2021, VUCA. The last letter there in the acronym is ambiguous. Ambiguity, meaning no exact, uh, perhaps fixed way. Okay? But remember this, even before pandemic, we don't know the future, correct? We don't know what's going to happen. So it is always ambiguous. Life is always complex and it's always messy. It's contradictory and paradoxical in essence. So, why in the world would we think that we can avoid ambiguity? It's never one fixed way to understanding something. Correct or correct? So there will always be a different angle when we deal on a certain problem or challenge or maybe a goal or a dream. So everything can be understood in more than one way. Okay? So before I continue, let me first check your your comments. I can see some congratulations here. Do we have a winner? Wow, wonderful. Okay. Okay. So, congratulations, Val Carlo Banyas Cruz. We have a special gift for you. Wow. We noticed that till date you attend the most session with us. We will share a lifetime membership certificate. Wow. Congratulations, Val Carlo. So that is why I encourage you, our dear IGP participants, to always tune in and of course follow our page, Institute of Global Professionals. Okay, let me continue with the mental blocks. After number 4, of course, let's proceed. Mental block number 5 is this. This statement: failure is bad. Maybe in your family, you heard this a lot of times, especially when we were students and our parents don't want us to fail in our grades, with our grades, correct? However, in real life situation, failure is helpful for us to grow. Agree or agree, right? So, yes, we need to fail fast and fail forward. Can you type that statement in the chat box, in the comment section? Fail fast. Meaning to say, you have to try and try and try. And that statement, failure is bad, is completely wrong, correct? Because creative people don't avoid failure. We we see failure as a friend because it teaches us something new, correct? Creative people, they know that if they are to experiment and innovate and to create something, they will fail and they have to embrace the risk because when they fail, they will learn. Agree? Okay, let's move to number 5. Mental block, or rather number 6. Mental block number 6 is don't be foolish. Listen to this. To stand up is to stand out. My question for you is this: do you want to stand out in your business, in your school, in your career, right? In your organization? Do you want to stand out? If you want to stand out, you need to stand up. You have to stick your neck out to put your head above the crowd. Correct? If others don't at first understand or accept you, so what? It's okay. All the great dreamers looked foolish to someone. If they see you as illogical, if they see you as hallucinatory because you are dreaming big dreams, you're trying to achieve great things, it's okay. It's okay to look foolish in front of other people. How you are perceived by others is less important than how effective you can be. Okay? So, there you go. Let's continue. Mental block number 7. Number 7 is I'm not creative. Maybe for some of you, you're telling me, Coach Aben, I'm not that creative. Maybe in your mind, that's what you are thinking. But listen to this, that the mental block that most keeps us from being creative is believing that we don't possess creativity. Okay? This self-perception is a barrier to talent, to opportunity, and to intelligence. But the truth is that everyone can learn to be creative. The only real block to creativity is our disbelief. Listen to this. Who among you tried to draw or use crayons when you were a child? Okay. Like when you were 7, 8, or 9 years old, did you try to draw something? Maybe a plant, an animal, maybe a body of water, maybe mountains, farmland. I don't know. Did you try such drawings or yeah, do colorings? You did? Did you? I did, and I remember my favorite object to draw are birds, different kinds of birds, and so I have this magazine, and it's like encyclopedia of different animals. And my favorite part is the different kinds of birds. And so I will draw that in my notebook, and then I will share my drawing to my classmates, to my best friend, and to everyone. And so I know that you have tried to be creative when you were a child. And I love what blogger Hugh MacLeod said about this. Listen to this. Everyone is born creative. Everyone is given a box of crayons away and replace them, or or rather, everyone is given a box of crayons in kindergarten. Would you agree? Then, when you hit puberty, they take the crayons away and replace them with dry, uninspiring books on algebra, history, etc. Being suddenly hit years later with the creative bug is just a wee voice telling you, I'd like my crayons back, please. Because there was once in your life when you are very imaginative, but because of the circumstances in your life, because of your environment, maybe someone prevented you, or neglected you, or did not give a high regard on you and in your uh, results or production or creativity. That's why you stop being creative. But listen to this, you are a creative person. Agree or agree? Can you type yes if you agree that you are creative, that you are a creative person, that you can imagine, that you can innovate? Yes? Okay, wonderful. I can see your comments. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes. Like I like to see your yes in the comment section. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. There you go. Maybe for some of you, you are creative when it comes to dancing, singing. But right now that we are adults, we need to use that creativity when it comes to, let's say, presenting sales, okay, or doing sales, or selling our products, maybe in creating new products, maybe in creating new projects, or I don't know, maybe in school, doing another strategy on how to memorize your 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 uh, topics, or whatever that you need to memorize. Okay, so yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, girly Duldulao. Thank you so much. Cheryl and Infante, thank you so much. They said yes. Okay, so I have mentioned the 7 mental blocks. Okay, you can create, you can type this takeaways in the comment section if you want to. Okay, and there you go. So now listen to this. If you want to shift from maintaining to creating in your life and leadership, you need to take back your crayons. Okay? You need to take your crayons back. And how are we going to do that? How are you going to be more creative in life? So, in this part, I will share with you the creative principles to learn by and live by. Okay? And let me share this slide. Remember this, our one big message for this webinar is shift to abundance mindset. Shift to abundance mindset. Can you type again abundance if you are learning so far? Abundance, abundance, abundance. And while you are watching, maybe you can grab your glass of water and take a sip so that you can relax a bit. Okay, there you go. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Okay, let me continue with this. Creative principles to learn by and live by. So here it is. Because you want to be more creative, because you want to innovate things, you want to be abundant in your life and in your leadership, I will now share to you these principles to learn by and live by. And I know that you are ready. I will now present this to you. Number one, you have to build a creative culture. I'd like you to reflect in your team, organization, in your company, in your school, even in your family. Do you have a creative culture? Or do these people around you prevent you from exploring new ideas or experimenting on new things? My dear friend, if you lead a team, a department, or an organization, you need to take this responsibility for promoting creativity and building a creative culture. So, several years ago, I have this article. This was an article released in Forbes that took tips from Disciplined Dreaming by Josh Linkner, and this provides an insight for every organization, for every team, for any group to have or to build a culture of creativity. And I will share with you some of this. Several items. How to build a creative culture. Number one, fuel passion. Type fuel passion. By the way, thank you so much for rating me a 10. Thank you for giving your 10. Evelyn Waperi, Girly Dululao. Thank you so much for your answer. Wow, wonderful. For your rating. So number one, fuel passion. Creativity requires time, energy, effort, testing options, U-turns, imaginations, questions, failures, and change. All this ideas or all these efforts require a lot of energy. Passion provides the fuel. We need to have passion, and you need to fuel the passion in your members. Next is celebrate ideas. What gets celebrated gets done. If you reward ideas with money or praise or opportunity or affirmations, people will come to value ideas and work toward generating and sharing them. Correct? Okay. Thank you for your 10, Flomi Salviejo. Thank you so much. Next is foster autonomy. George S. Patton said, never tell people how to do things. Tell them what to do, and they will surprise you with their ingenuity. Right? So of course, at first, if a member of your team is new, you have to teach that person. But along the way, you as he develops his skills, his knowledge, his and he improves in his craft, you need to foster autonomy, meaning allow these people to do their thing. Correct? Okay. So enough autonomy will lead to creativity. Micromanagement undermines creativity while freedom and flexibility foster it. Okay. Next is encourage courage. One time, many years ago, I remember when I was leading our spiritual community, our prayer group is held once a month only, and there were only about 40 to 50 members. And then along the way, I had to navigate our group, our community. We need to shift from once a month gathering to twice a month so that we can grow and expand. And so I talked to my council, to my core leaders, and then I told them, guys, we need to take risks. Even though we are small and we do not have the financial capacity, we need to take risks and build momentum by adding another session in our prayer meeting every month. And so from once a month, we will make it twice a month. And my council members, my leaders were afraid. They asked themselves and they asked me, they called me Bro Aben. Bro Aben, can we do this? And I told them, yes, we can. We have to. We need to take risks. And so I encouraged them, we need to do this, do this, do this. And yes, we can achieve greater things. Long story short, we did it 2 sessions every month. And then after 6 months, what I did is that after maintaining those twice a month prayer gathering, I told them we have to make it weekly by this point. Okay, on our second anniversary, we need to do this weekly. And then my council were afraid again, and then they asked me, "Bro Aben, can we do this?" And then I encouraged them. Remember, from once a month gathering, we held it twice a month. What happened? We prospered. And then now we are taking another level. We will make it weekly. And believe me, we will also prosper. And so, long story short, we held our weekly gathering. And then years after, we moved to a bigger venue, to the cinema. And then afterwards, we we held another, or we opened another session. There are two sessions simultaneously happening every week, not just weekly but twice a week. And then we had three sessions every week. And so and so we were able to expand and grow our community. How? By encouraging courage. We need to take courage, we need to take risks, and that's what you need to do as well. You need to encourage your members to take courage. Are you with me? Are you still with me? Okay, can you type yes if you are listening? Type yes, yes, yes if you are listening, if you are learning so far. Okay, and while you are doing that, let me continue with this. Minimize hierarchy, meaning to say, decisions are made closest to the problems. And so we need to remove those complex structure so that we can communicate better. From top to bottom, bottom to top, we need to minimize that and have more lateral discussions, planning, and decision making. Any complex task is best approached by flattened hierarchies. It gets everybody feeling like they're in the inner circle so that they develop a sense of ownership. This is very important, sense of ownership. Now, let's continue. We need to reduce rules. Remember our mindset, uh, mental block a while ago, that there are a lot of rules. Now we need to reduce rules, right? So, yes, any fool can make a rule and every fool will mind it. Okay? Creativity gets stifled when everyone expends too much energy worrying about following rules. Remember this, that you can always think of something new beyond the rules set in your team and in your organization. Too many rules cause idea anemia. So reduce rules in your team, in your organization. Okay? Next is what I've said a while ago. You need to fail forward. Fail fast, fail forward. Meaning to say, if you tried something and you take on a risk to accomplish something that you have never done and you have never thought before, of course, you will experience failure, correct? However, when you fail, don't stay there. I need you to fail fast, meaning try and try new things, experiment, and then fail forward, meaning to say you have to learn from what you have, from your failure and from your recent attempt. Are you with me? Uh, there is this motto that I saw, and it says, "We make new mistakes." Wow, we make new mistakes. Amazing! I love that, and I support that, because the only way for us to realize or to explore things is to try and try and try. And of course, when you try, it doesn't give you 100% success rate, correct? But the good thing is, the more attempts that you have, yes, you will have a lot of mistakes, but you will be able to fine tune your processes and your production. Are you with me? Fail forward. Now, moving on, apart from failing forward, of course, while we dream big, while we plan for bigger goals, this is what we need to do. when it comes to creative culture, we need to start small. Yes, I told you with my story a while ago that we started our prayer gathering with a once a month session. But before that, actually, we had our small, tiny group of 10 to 15 members meeting every week. And then we launched it to public with 40 to 50 participants, guests. However, while while doing that, we have a big dream of having a venue prayer gathering with 1,000 attendees. But while we have our we are holding on to our vision of 1,000 attendees, we have to start small. From the small prayer gathering, a small group, to once a month, to twice a month, to weekly, to do sessions every week, 3 sessions every week, until after 9 years. 9 long years we were able to reach that vision 1,000 attendees in a atrium here in my city. So yes, while you dream big, you've got to start small. And if you want one great idea, look for a lot of good ideas. Start small and then experiment, innovate. Do that consistently, and you make that creative process or progress rather. Okay? So, build a creative culture, fuel passion, celebrate ideas, foster autonomy, encourage courage, minimize hierarchy, reduce rules, fail forward, start small. I still have a lot of several things to give you. But before that, I'd like to check if you are still here and learning and discovering something new. Can you type yes at the comment section? Type yes, yes, yes. Okay. And as you do that, please tag your friends and continue to share this webinar in your timeline. Okay. And of course, we have viewers as well from YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Okay. Type yes, yes, yes at the comment section. Now, let's continue with this. Another creative principle to learn by and live by. Number one, build creative culture. Number two is make everything better. Can you type better at the comment section? Better, better, better. Okay. Let me pause for a while and I'd like to check if you are here. Okay. Thank you so much. I can see your yeses. Wonderful. When we say make everything better, I will share with you a simple process when you do things together with your team. I discovered it from John Maxwell as well, and he gave this strategy. Let me share. It's the 10-80-10 rule. So, what is that? 10-80-10. Whenever we start a task or a project, what is the first thing that we will do? Of course, the first thing is to identify the target. What do we want to achieve? What result do we want? And so that represents approximately 10%, 10% of the process. Knowing your target or the result that you want, that's the first part. The 80%, of course, after knowing, is your production. You give your energy, your effort together with the team. That's the 80%. Your creative process, your production, the process of of doing things, of accomplishing that task or a project. So there you go, 80%, and you're done. You are able to accomplish it. But this is the problem. For most leaders, for the majority of leaders I've served, and even in teams, okay, most teams end in this point, the 80%, the production and accomplishing of a task in a project. However, you need to still work on the last 10% of this rule. And what is this 10%? That the last 10% is this: analyzing or assessing and identifying how can you bring the idea to the next level. Okay? Meaning to say, how are you going to make everything better? That is the 10%, the last 10%. Like, for example, you may ask after accomplishing a project, you can ask, or maybe a task, can we text a message even more sharply? Or maybe you can ask together with your team, can we make a client's experience even better? Or maybe can we add something to an event to make it more spectacular? Or another question is there anything important that the rest of the team didn't see because they were too far into the weeds and they didn't have perspective? Remember that last 10%. You assess your processes, your activities, so that you can improve things better. Okay? So that's the second one, make everything better. Number three is make plans but look for options. You have your plan A, of course, but you don't need or you must not stay or stick with plan A. You need to have other plans. So, what we call that options, right? We need to have options. So, what what I want to share with you is this acronym entitled Plan Ahead. And I will show with you the meaning of this. Plan ahead means P, predetermine your course of action. By the way, you as a leader, you can always use this. Copy this, screenshot this later on when I am able to complete this acronym, Plan Ahead. Predetermine your course of action, lay out your goals, adjust your priorities, notify key personnel. So don't appoint somebody without you uh, s- uh, staying in your drawing table, in your planning table or mindset, and planning things ahead. Before tapping some people and giving them tasks and responsibilities, always do the first three. Correct? Next is this. So that's plan, PLAN. Next is allow time for acceptance. If you have big dreams, if you have a bigger goal that is that may seem scary to most people, especially in your team, and when you announce your plans to them and you notify key personnel, allow time for acceptance. Allow them to absorb what they have received, what they have heard. Okay? Allow time for acceptance. The next is expect problems. When you execute things, and of course, when you tell your team, this is our plan, this is our big dream, there will be challenges. When you execute your plans, there will be challenges. So always expect problems, meaning to say, anticipate what could go wrong so that you will be prepared. Yes. Next is adjust your plan. Okay? When you have problems, when you encounter problems, and when you realize that you are not hitting your mark, you need to adjust your plan. Okay? And of course, daily review your plans. If your project will take 1 month to accomplish, or maybe an event that will take 3 months to 4 months to accomplish, always review your plans and check if you are still in alignment. Maybe if you are in the sales industry and you have a monthly goal or a quarterly target, you need to check every day or every week. How are you when it comes to your achievement? Correct? Do you agree with me? Yes. So that is what you need to do. You've got to do this. Something here is missing. From allow time for acceptance to expect problems ahead, adjust your plan, daily review your plans. Number I think numbers 5 or 6 is missing. And what is missing? Letter H. Of course, you cannot, you wouldn't know if your idea is correct or not if you will not head into action. So H, I'd like you to type that in the comment section. H is head into action. Head into action. I'd like you to type that in the comment section. Go, go, go. So that is planning ahead. There you go. You may have a lot of plans, ideas, but if you do not take action, nothing will happen. Agree? Okay. So head into action. Now let's proceed to the fourth one. Place high value on ideas. Okay? Capital, if you have a business, if you are into business, capital is not that important in business. Experience isn't so important as well. Okay? You can get both of these things, capital and experience. What is important is ideas. Okay? So, there you go. Ideas. If you have ideas, you have the main asset in your business. So, you need to place high value. And so if someone shares an idea, maybe a suggestion, consider that, study that. Okay? So how are you going to do that? Start gathering ideas, maybe as you explore in your life, in your circumstances. Look for ideas everywhere and glean. Okay? Glean them from everyone. Get it from different people, and then you may want to pile it, maybe write it down so that you can use it in the future. The next is test every idea that you gather. The more ideas you test, the more likely you are going to find one idea that works. Okay? The next is this. Analyze your failures. We talked about that a while ago. You need to understand what happened, what went wrong, what can you improve, okay? What new ideas can you apply so that you can be better and you can become better. Next is adapt other ideas. There are a lot of people have fresh ideas in mind, so you can adapt those stuff, correct? And then question all assumptions. Assumptions are creativity killers. If you assume that there is not a better way, you won't find one. So you need to question all assumptions. You need to question, wonder, and challenge the pre-existing ideas that you already have. Okay, so that's number 4. Place high value on ideas. Let's proceed and continue. Number 5, seek out and listen to different voices. As what I have mentioned a while ago, you need to listen to other people's suggestions. That's number 5. Number 6, take risks. I've been mentioning this a while ago. You need to take risks. Remember my story in our prayer gathering from one session every month. We took the risk and made it twice a month. And then we took another risk after 6 months. We made it weekly. And then eventually we transferred to a bigger venue. We took a risk. And then we opened another session within 1 week, 2 sessions inside the cinema, and we pay for it. Those are risks. In your job, in your business, in your team, organization, wherever you are, even in your family, you need to take risks if you want to achieve something better. Correct? That's number 6. And then number 7, live on the other side of yes. We are about to end. Live on the other side of yes. By the way, as I give this 7th item, the last item, if you have questions, please type that in the comment section and maybe we can answer that later on. Okay? If you have questions regarding our webinar, our topic for today, or maybe questions about leadership, please let me know or type that in the comment section and prepare for our Q&A later on. Okay. Live on the other side of yes. What do we mean? One person said, this person named Larry, he said, moving in or living on the other side of yes is where abundance and opportunities are met. So, what do we mean by that? Living on the other side of yes means when you give your yes to your to the opportunities in front of you, you are you are an op, being an opportunistic, meaning to say taking on accepting the opportunities in front of you. How can you be more opportunistic? Someone said, dear optimist, pessimist, and realist, while you guys were busy arguing about the glass of water, I drank it. Sincerely, the opportunist. Okay? How can you be more opportunistic and live on the other side of yes? In life, there are a lot of things that we need to accept and take on, right, as a challenge. So how are we going to do that? Let me share some suggestions. Imagine opportunities everywhere. Everything mankind has accomplished existed in someone's imagination before it became a reality. Correct or correct? So we create what we imagine, and imagination is one of the last remaining legal means you have to gain what feels like an unfair advantage over your competition. Be more creative, be more imaginative. So, how are you going to imagine opportunities everywhere? You've got to do this. Ask questions. The curious people, those people who ask questions, they receive answers, right? I remember this in 2009. I attended a national conference of our organization in JCI. And then in that national conference, there were around, I think, 7 of us from JCI Cagayan de Oro. And then during the awards night, I saw one organization, one chapter of our organization climbing up the stage, receiving their award. And then I saw there were around 50 of them. And then there were around 7 of us, 7, 8, 9 of us in that venue. And of course, it's far away from our place. That could be one restriction from us. But I saw that one organization, one local chapter with around 50 members climbing up the stage. And so I asked myself, why can't we have that number? No, it's not about the 50 and 70. There were around 25 of us membership, and then there are around 75 to 100 to or beyond. So I asked myself, how can we increase the membership in our own organization? We don't need to shoot the stars, shoot for the moon in 1 year and have 100 members instant. But because if you could remember, I said that we need to start small. And so what I did, that was 2019, when I ran as a president to become a president of GCI this year in my organization. That is one of my vision, that by 2030, Vision 2030, I gave this to my fellow brothers in our group. We can reach 100 members. From 25 members in 2022, we can reach 100 members, active members by year 2030. And how did that vision came? It, it is from me asking questions. So, same goes for you. You need to ask questions in your life. Why is this happening? How can we do this? Are you getting me? So, it takes curiosity to be creative. That's number one, asking questions. C is for opportunities. Second is networking. You are only a few people away from a wonderful opportunity. So when there is a possibility for you to connect with other people, to learn from them, please do so. Connect with them. Perhaps you can do business with them, or you can serve other people or learn from other people, be of value to other people. Please do that. Okay? By the way, shout out to my brothers in JCI Cagayan de Oro. Hi, hello, and thank you so much. Thank you for commenting here at the comment section. Now, of course, like the letter H in plan ahead, we need to take action. If there are opportunities ahead of us, for some people, they don't want to take action, but you, as a great and creative leader, you are different. You always take action, right? Because creation, or rather action, creates opportunities, right? Opportunities are like rabbits. Do you know that rabbits multiply so fast? Correct? Rabbits multiply so fast. If you will breed rabbits, just have one pair, and then maybe in 1 month you will have 8 pairs already. Maybe in, or let's say in 2 months, you will have 8 pairs already. Why? Why am I saying that opportunities are like rabbits? If you grab one rabbit or a pair of rabbit, it will multiply, and it will start from a pair of rabbit. Yes, you get a couple and learn to handle them, and pretty soon you will have a dozen. An opportunity grasped and used produces another opportunity. Okay, so this is who we are. We are creative people. We always want to be in the creative zone, and we seize the opportunities in front of us because it will multiply. The more successful you are, the more opportunities will be given to you. Agree? So, to end, let me share this. First, let me read the 7 principles to learn by and live by. Creative principles, let me repeat. And if some of you have taken down notes, you can comment that or put that in the comment section. 7 creative principles to learn by and live by. Number 1, build a creative culture. Number 2, make everything better. Number 3, make plans but look for options. Number 4, place high values on ideas. Number 5, seek out and listen to different voices. Number 6, take risks. And finally, number 7, live on the other side of yes. To end, my dear friends, dear IGP, I'd like to share this to all of you. Remember, prepare for opportunities ahead, right? Prepare for opportunities ahead of you. Because when opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare. You've got to prepare ahead of time. And another one is activate your opportunities. Seize it, grab it, correct? Creativity is the most effective response to rapid change. Our life is changing fast, very, very fast. So you need to activate your current opportunities, meaning to say, what you have right now, work on it. Okay? Current opportunities. What you have right now, work on it. So there you go, the 7th item, and let me continue. I'd like to share this to you. This is a statement of this American brand called American Giant. And they share this highlighting these wonderful attitudes and what we should not do. Okay. So in this ad posted some time ago, many years ago, they highlight their own willingness to be uncomfortable in order to achieve excellence. Do you want to be excellent in life? Do you want to be more excellent? Can you type yes before I share this? Okay, can you type excellence, excellence, excellence in the comment section? And while you do that, uh, allow me to take a sip of water. And as I've said, we're about to end, and we will be ready to answer your questions. Okay, so again, this company, American Giant, shared this for them to achieve excellence. Again, you may want to take a screenshot of what I'm going to share here. And American Giant says this: comfortable isn't comfortable. Comfortable never got up before dawn. Comfortable won't get its hands dirty. Comfortable has nothing to prove. Comfortable can get the job done. Comfortable doesn't have new ideas. Comfortable won't dive in the head first. Comfortable has no guts. Comfortable dares or never dares to be great. Comfortable falls apart at the seams. So, my dear friend, don't get comfortable. Move to the creative zone. I'd like you, my dear friend, IGP, to shift from maintaining to creating because, listen to this, don't ever get comfortable. Make shift to abundance. Get out on the edge. Break new ground. Break barriers. Seize opportunity. Get creative. Go beyond the limits. Shift to abundance mindset. Shift to abundance mindset. And so, with that, this ends my presentation to all of you. And I hope that you learned something new and that you were inspired to be more creative, to shift from just maintaining and just being in the comfort zone to moving towards the challenge zone and, of course, the creative zone. Okay? Shift to abundance mindset. With that, my dear friends, I'd like to thank all of you. Greetings again from JCI Cagayan de Oro, from Build Success, and of course, yours truly here, Aben Garlan in IGP.
Thank you so much, Coach Aben, for that for that spectacular presentation. My dear lovely audience, please give another round of resounding virtual applause to our dynamic speaker for tonight. Okay, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Actually, that was very informative and very interesting discussion, sir. And I have learned a lot from you today. Thank you, sir. For the meantime, we're going to hold you at the backstage
Okay, please.
while we conduct the Q&A for the quiz competition, and then you will be back in the Q&A part of the program. Okay?
See you
Thank you,
later.
sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, my dear lovely audience, let me remind you once again, don't forget to like, share, tag your friends, and write comments. Remember that your attachment encourages us to do better so that we can provide you with our best service. Thank you so much for your support and thank you for your active participation in the comment section. I will give you the e-certificate. We will give you the e-certificate link later in the comment box. If you encounter any problem, you can collect your e-certificate direct from our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Again, that is www.eduigp.com. Then after collecting your e-certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP by checking in. Thank you. And my lovely audience, back it up because at this moment we will now proceed to the most exciting part of our program, that is the live quiz competition. And this will be followed by the Q&A part. I would like to encourage everyone to join our live quiz competition at www.slido.com or through the link mentioned below or through the QR code that will be flashed on your screen. Our code for tonight is Quiz IGP. Again, our code for tonight is Quiz IGP. Meanwhile, let's enjoy watching this short video. Ito lang may dami ng pusa at nandito na si Orange. Ay, si Kahel. Maligalig si Kahel. There you have it. I could already see lots of participants who have joined in our live quiz competition. Everyone, you may join the quiz competition at slido.com. Just use the code that is flashed on the screen. That is QuizIGP. Come on, guys. This will be fun. The top 10 quiz competition winners will receive the quiz completion certificate in our Facebook page. There are already 48 participants who have already joined as of the moment. Okay, we'll be starting in few minutes. Let's give time for the others to join. Thank you, Sir Alan Butas, for assisting us in the comment section. Okay, we have our first question. The costing zone or doing the bare minimum is encouraged. Is it true or false? The correct answer is false. And on our leaderboard, we have Alan Butas, followed by Punso Wang Di, and then Flumi Salvido, and then Christian, Sino, Cherry, and Infante on the fifth place. Question number 2, we must not stay at the comfort zone. Is it true or false? Correct answer is true. 90% of the participants were able to get the correct answer. Good job, everyone. And on the leaderboard, Alan Butas is leading, followed by Cheryl Ann Infante. Next is Flumi Salvijo, then Christian Sino, and Kiangwi Isaiah Gitwe Kereb. Okay, congratulations. And then question number 3. As leaders, we should give only the minimum required from us. Is it true or false? The correct answer is false. 92% of the participants were able to get the correct answer. And on the leaderboard, we have Alan Butas, followed by Cheryl Ann Infanta. Next is Gloomy Salvido, Christian Sino, and then Ginalyn Villar, Resurrection. Next question. Question number 4. The challenge zone means I attempt to do what I haven't done before. Is it true or false? 100% of the participants answered correctly. Good job. And on the leaderboard, we have still Alan Butas, next is Carol Ann Infante, Ginalyn Villar Resurrection on the third place, Fumi Salvijo, and then Christian Sino. Question number 5. We need to face new challenges in our lives. Is it true or false? 'Kay, the correct answer is true. 96% of the participants answered correctly. We still have Alan Butas leading our leaderboard. Next is Cheryl Ann Infante, Gina Lynn Villar, Resurrection, Flumi Salvijo, and then Christian Sino. Question number 6. The creative zone gives more opportunities for us. Is it true or false? Correct answer is true. 98% of the participants were able to get the correct answer again. And then on the leaderboard, we still have Alan Butas. Next is Cheryl Ann Infante, Ginalyn Villar, Resurrection, Flomi Salvidio, and Christian Sino. Question number 7. Great things happen when we move to the creative zone. Is it true or false? 96% of the participants were able to get the correct answer, and that is true. On the leaderboard, Alan Butas is immovable, followed by Cheryl Ann Infante, Ginalyn Villar Resurrection, and then Nancy Barrotil and Flumi Salvidio. Next question, question number 8. There is only one right answer to any of our challenges, goals, and problem. Is that true or false? 79% answered false, and that is the correct answer. On the leaderboard, still, Alan Butas is leading, followed by Cheryl Ann Infante, Ginalyn Villar Resurrection, and then Flumi Salvidio and Christian Sino on the 5th place. Question number 9. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Is it true or false? The correct answer is true. Only 54% of the participants were able to get it correctly. Well, this time we have Cheryl Ann Infante on the leaderboard, followed by Alan Butas, Ginalyn Villar Resurrection, and then Mark Gabriel Wagan Aguilar, me and Kate Villanueva on the 5th place. And for our last question, question number 10. There is only one fixed way to understand something. Is that true or false? Is the statement is true or false? There is only one fixed way to understand something. And the correct answer is false. 89% of the participants were able to get the correct answer. Congratulations to our top 10 winners. First, we have Cheryl Ann Infante on the first place, followed by Alan Butas on the second place, and then on the third, we have Ginalyn Villar Resurrection. Fourth is Mark Gabriel Wagan Aguilar. On the fifth, we have me and Kate Villanueva. Let's wait for the other winners. Okay, where are the other winners? Sixth place is, can we make that a little bigger? Pema, I think. Then is on the seventh place is Wang Di, and then on the eighth place is Kiang Wei. Ninth place is Lason. 10th place is Jam Yang. Congratulations to our top 10 participants. You'll be receiving your quiz completion certificate in a little while. It will be posted in IGP's official Facebook page. Again, congratulations to all of you. At this time, we will now indulge ourselves into a meaningful interaction with our honorable guests as we move to the most awaited part of the program, which is the Q&A part. You may start sending your questions now. In the meanwhile, let's enjoy watching this short video. Okay, once again, let's welcome back our speaker for today's webinar, Coach Ben Garland from the Philippines. And we have our first question from Flomi Salvijo. Good evening, sir. How do creativity skills develop in leadership?
Thank you so much for that question, Flomi. And yeah, how do we develop the creativity skills uh, in leadership? Like what I have mentioned, we need. There are a lot of things that I have mentioned a while ago, but maybe one thing that I'd like to emphasize is we need to uh, uh, what do you call this? Uh, think of new ideas, right? We need to generate new ideas and do not rely on what we already know as of the moment. Okay, so we need to be more imaginative so that we can implement our tasks, our projects on a better way. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that answer.
Thank you, Flomi, for your
Okay.
question. And you may want to watch the replay of our session because I have answered your question through many ways in this webinar. Okay, so if you tuned in late, you just watch this replay and get your takeaways here. Okay, thank you.
Okay, our next question is from Isaiah Kiyangwi. Sir Garland, how is imagination better than knowledge?
Good question, Isaiah. Why is imagination better than knowledge? Imagine this: knowledge is what we already have, what we already know. Imagination is something that we haven't done yet. So, im- imagination is doing something that we haven't thought of yet. That is why it is always better. Imagine this, talking about knowledge, let's say 40 years ago, 1970, how many? 1980? Or let's say 50 years ago, 1970, we do not have a smartphone yet. Our knowledge during that time is how to create or build or produce telephones, correct? But some people imagine that we could be better. We could have a better gadget for us to call our friends, even even with no cord, and we can even see each other face to face. That is imagination. So way back perhaps 50 years ago, the knowledge is telephone. But imagination, we can have a phone that we can call smartphone wherein we can communicate with another person not only via voice but also via video, and we can do a lot of things on that unit. Okay, so that is imagination, and it's very very important. Thank you, Asaya. I hope I was able to answer your question.
Thank you, sir, for that beautiful answer. Next question. There are leaders that really possess the creative imagination but badly use it to brag and belittle other leaders. Do you think that those kind of specific leaders have creative leadership? This is from Jerome Rebito Patricia.
Thank you for that insight and question, Jerome, no, or Jerome. And
Jerome.
your question is valid, and I agree with you because there are leaders who are bad, there are leaders who are good. right? And that calls for another topic actually. But when we talk about leadership, apart from creativity, we need to also look on the character. Yes, a leader can be creative and they will use it on a bad way, but you, because you are a person of character, good character, you will use your creativity in a good way. So yes, there could be creative leaders who are bad, but what we need to have is also to develop our character so that we can be more loving, we can be more selfless, and we can focus on serving others more than looking for what's in it for us. Maybe if we will have another session with IGP, I will talk about character building for leaders. There you go. Thank you, Jerome, for that question. I hope I was able to answer
Okay.
that.
Thank you, sir. Next question is from Janre de la Torre. Good evening, sir. Greetings from Negros Occidental. My question is, are leaders born or created? Thank you.
I like that question, and that is a normal question for a lot of people in different settings and different venues when I give talks about leadership. Joanne Ray, thank you for that. Actually, I gave this talk in IGP. I think uh, if not January of this year, last year. So the usual question is: are leaders born or made or created? For me, a leader is created or made. In essence, we are all leaders, but we can develop our skills. There are some people who are not a natural leader. Maybe they are shy, timid, or they are quiet, and yet it can be developed. So, yes, to answer that question, leaders are created or leaders are made because leadership is a skill that can be learned and developed.
Thank
There
you
you
so
go.
much, Coach Aben Garland, for all those comprehensive answers that you have given to the curious of our audience. Well, that completes the Q&A part for today. To all the participants who actively participated in the Q&A part, thank you so much for your questions, and I hope you have gained understanding of today's webinar. And to our speaker, Coach Aben Garland, thank you so much for the knowledge that you have shared tonight. Thank you for your marvelous presentation. And do you have any final words for our audience, sir?
Thank you so much for this opportunity, IGP, Ms. Maribeth, and of course, Koshik, for allowing me to have this session. This was planned actually 8 months ago or 9 months ago in January, but I'm happy that I'm with all our IGP students, learners, viewers right now. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And of course, I'd like to give a shout out to my brothers, my fellow JCI Cagayan de Oro members who are watching right now. This is also our project because this is a collaboration between IGP, JCI Cagayan de Oro, and my company, Build Success. It is an honor and pleasure to serve you, all of you who are watching here live and on a replay here in IGP through this webinar. I look to forward to see you soon, but for the meantime, we can connect via our my social media accounts, Aben Gerlan or Build Success. God bless you, and I'll see you again.
Thank you so much, sir. We look forward also in having you back here in IDP. Thank you. Okay, this has been a very rewarding day because of our enthusiastic speaker. To my fellow knowledge seekers, I would like to thank all of you for attending today's session. Let me thank all of you for being so patient, attentive, all throughout the webinar. And hopefully, you have learned something new today that will be useful in your life. The beautiful thing about learning is nobody can take it away from you. And our code for today is IGP3344. Again, our code for today is IGP3344. Don't forget to collect your e-certificate after the session and give a check-in with IGP. You may collect it from our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Again, that is www.eduigp.com. Please take note of our code that is IGP3344, and our webinar title for today is Developing Leadership Creativity with Coach Aben Garland. To collect your e-certificate, go to www.eduigp.com and log in using your account. If you are new, create an account and then click free webinars. Choose today's webinar date and title. Click the bar Enroll Now. And once you get enrolled, please enter the code and then click Get Your Certificate. Your e-certificate will be auto-downloaded to your device. Thank you so much for staying with us until the end of the program, and thank you for the help again, Sir Alan Brutas. Well, that concludes our program for today. To all the IDP Pre-International webinar participants, thank you so much for your unwavering support. Thank you for your active participation. And thank you so much for your heartwarming messages. Remember, IDP is always here to render you our best service. And at this point, I would like to thank and congratulate the whole Team IGP for another successful live session. That's all for today. We hope to see you all again in our upcoming webinar tomorrow morning. Remember, all things work together for good to those who love God and to those who are called according to his purpose. Thank you so much. Stay happy and stay safe. Again, this has been your host, Maribeth from the Philippines, signing off. To God be the glory. Bye, everyone.